Hi, T. Carlson here. As a rock and roll fan, it probably comes as no surprise to you as well that I'm a Bill and Ted fan. I've bought the Bill and Ted movies more times than I can count, and Shout Factory has finally put out a trilogy of the three films in 4K. What we're looking at today is Bill and Ted's Most Triumphant Trilogy. I'm going to unbox this release and share my opinions. Close up there of our heroes with their phone booth time machine, their instruments, the most important persons in history. There's our spine text, the backing card. Under the backing card, got some nice afterlife artwork. I love the way that looks. Top of the box, bottom of the box. And each film gets its own individual jewel case in here, so we'll take a look at those. Just a heads up, this review is mainly just going to cover the box set and series as a whole. I'm not going to get too into the individual movies, but I'll do separate videos for Bogus Journey and Face the Music. I've already reviewed the earlier standalone 4K of Excellent Adventure. Here's the case for Excellent Adventure. The 4K disc that's included in here is identical to the previously released one, although the on-disc artwork is different. However, this version actually includes a Blu-ray copy, which the standalone Shout Factory release was sorely missing. Secondly, we have Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. And lastly, Bill and Ted Face the Music. Most auspicious. All three films on 4K, Ultra High Def, and Blu-ray. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure finds our non-heinous heroes in danger of flunking history until the righteous Rufus appears in a time-traveling phone booth and they call on the past's biggest names for help. In Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, the titular time travelers aren't making history, they are history. When an evildoer from the future sends their eviler robot twins to assassinate and replace them, the guys wind up face to face with the Grim Reaper. In Bill and Ted Face the Music, the now middle-aged duo, yet to fulfill their rock and roll destiny, meet a visitor from the future who warns that only their song can save life as we know it. Along the way, they will be helped by their daughters, gnarly historical figures, and music legends. The Bill and Ted franchise is a lot of fun. Essentially, it takes elements like historical figures, time travel, mythology, and of course the uniting of the universe, and it puts a very humorous, fun spin on it. When the first movie, which was low budget and quite delayed, came out in the late 1980s, I don't think anyone knew how big of a hit it was going to be, so it's no surprise that a sequel was rushed into production. And while Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey was certainly not the film that the original was, it was at least entertaining and a somewhat worthy successor. We didn't get another movie until 30 years later with Bill and Ted Face the Music, but it was great to see Keanu Reeves and Alex Winter reprising these characters one more time. It's kind of crazy. Keanu Reeves, of course, went from playing the pretty silly Ted Theodore Logan to playing stuff like Neo, Constantine, and John Wick. So getting to see him reprise this role after all these years was certainly a treat. And there's a great cast throughout the films. I mean, the first movie even has Jane Wiedlin from the Go-Go's playing Joan of Arc, and Bernie Casey playing the straight man of sorts as their strict history teacher. And all three films also feature character actor Hal Landon Jr. portraying Ted's overbearing father, and just doing such a great job of it throughout. William Sadler plays Death, the Grim Reaper, in the latter two films, and he certainly has a good time with the part as well. And the third film in the series, Bill and Ted Face the Music, has plenty of cameos as well as even more historical figures and musicians appearing as part of the plot. These movies are a lot of fun. I mean, they're by no means Oscar material or masterpieces, but I certainly have a lot of fun every time I watch them. And I'm so glad to see that Shout Factory has seen fit to put these out on Ultra High Def discs at long last. Again, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure did get a 4K release from Shout Factory prior to this. This is the first time that Bogus Journey has been released on 4K, and it's the first domestic release in 4K of Face the Music. There was a previously released import 4K, but that release did not have Dolby Vision, which this release does. All of the films get a pretty decent uptick from their HD Blu-ray counterparts. These are certainly not bad-looking discs, but you do have to keep in mind, particularly in the first two films, there are some pretty primitive-looking special effects, and those shots are never going to look great no matter how much remastering you do. However, there are scenes where you do get a pretty nice uptick. In particular, the opening Bill and Ted University scenes in Bogus Journey look particularly nice. The look of Face the Music is totally different. It has a little more of a modern digital look about it. But again, the extra little uptick from the 4K ultra high def format does work wonders in a few scenes. I'm not going to say it's a night and day improvement over prior releases of the film, but it looks about as good as we can expect it to, and I'm certainly not disappointed. And there's a whole wide grab bag of bonus features across all three films. Nothing new to this collection, but pretty much everything you could want for the most part is here. The older DVD box set of the films had an episode of the cartoon series. Sadly, there are no episodes of the cartoon series or the live-action TV series included here as bonus features. That would have been nice. And the older Shout Factory Blu-ray release of the first two films included a Wild Stallions guitar pick. Sadly, we don't get one of those here. But overall, I have to say, I am pretty happy with this collection. Would have been nice if we could have gotten like a booklet and some liner notes, but I'm happy overall. As a Bill and Ted fan, this is a collection that's certainly worth owning. I don't know if I'd rush out and buy this right away if you already own the Blu-rays of the film, because it's not a massive upgrade, but it's certainly the best way to experience Bill and Ted if you haven't already purchased the films. How about you? Are you a Bill and Ted fan? Did you get this 4K box set from Shout Factory yet? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Also, remember to subscribe to this channel for more content. I'm always posting new videos, and make sure you give this one a like if you found it helpful. I'm Trilogy Carlson. I'll see you next time.